Team17 is a British video game developer and publisher based in Wakefield, England. They're responsible for publishing classics like Worms all the way through to modern day brilliant games like Overcooked. Assassin Special Edition is a platform video game with shoot-up elements made for the Amiga. It was developed by Psionic Systems and published in 1994 by Team17. The Special Edition was released 2 years after the original game, and various gameplay elements were altered. The first level is gone, which means that there are no longer dogs as enemies, and also the boomerang has now been replaced with a laser pistol. ATR, or All Terrain Racing, is a racing game published by Team17 for the Amiga and Amiga CD32 in May 1995. During a protracted dispute between Team17 and Amiga Power, the magazine's reviewer Jonathan Nash awarded ATR a rating of 38%, prompting the developer to pursue a lawsuit for defamation. After producing the uninspiring Overdrive, and to be fair, it wasn't a bad game as such, but Team17 wanted to get the record straight, so got back behind the wheel and came up with ATR. Project X Special Edition was created and published by Team17 in 1993. As you can see, this is a side-scrolling shoot-up single player. The action comes thick and fast. There are loads of power-ups to boost your progress, and these include extra speed, missiles, plasma, lasers and stealth. The latter makes you virtually invincible. This version has been tweaked slightly and has been reduced from 4 discs to 3, plus there is now a rookie mode that enables novices to get to later levels. Make no mistake, Project X is a great shoot 'em up. Quack is a 2D puzzle platform game originally developed by Jamie Woodhouse. It was originally released for the BBC Micro and Acorn Electron in 1989. However, an updated, enhanced Amiga version was given a budget release by Team17 in 1993. This is a surprisingly simple but refreshing platform game which takes the whole genre right back to basics and makes itself as playable as possible. Leaping around from platform to platform is a doddle, the control is responsive and the sprite scrolling is fast and smooth. Arcade Pool is a Q-Sport simulation game developed and published in 1994 by Team17, initially for the Amiga. The game was later ported to MS-DOS and the CD32. The game includes many British and American variations of pool, as well as 2 variations of ball set. High difficulty computer control players are named after various members of the Team17 staff. The computer control players with the lowest difficulty level are all named after staff of future publishing owned Amiga games magazine Amiga Power, adding more fuel to the fierce rivalry between the two companies. Super Stardust is a 1994 game developed by Bloodhouse and published for the Amiga and Amiga CD32 by Team17. Super Stardust is a posh Stardust. Stardust is a posh asteroids. Super Stardust is the game that toffee-nosed aliens who might happen to inhabit asteroids would play if they were lucky enough to own an Amiga. As you can see, the graphics on this game are an absolute dream. The ships and the explosions are the best seen yet on the Amiga. The sound is really decent, has great speech effects, and if you don't like them, you can turn them off. Alien Breed Special Edition 1992 is a multi-scrolling shoot-'em-up released in 1992 by Team17. It's pretty obvious that this game takes a lot of inspiration from the Alien film series. And you know what? I'm absolutely fine with that because it's one of my favourite movie franchises of all time. Your job is to complete several missions, one on each level of the game, such as shooting the 4 power domes and escaping before the ship is nuked. All pretty good stuff that really gets your adrenaline pumping. However, it is extremely hard. Okay, we're now getting to the business end of things, and at number 3 we've got Superfrog, which is a side-scrolling 2D platform game originally released for the Amiga and published in 1993 by Team17. The objective of the game is to find and defeat a witch, thus rescuing a princess while achieving small objectives throughout the game such as finding a golden key or escaping from captivity in a circus. Personally, I always get vibes of Sonic the Hedgehog from this game, but with Sonic the Hedgehog being such a great game, is that really such a bad thing? Nah, I didn't think so. And here it is, the runner-up spot. It's Alien Breed Tower Assault, which is the third in the Alien Breed franchise. Like the first two games in the series, this is a science fiction themed top-down shooter released in 1994 by Team 17. One significant change is the inclusion of multiple exits for each level, making Alien Breed Tower Assault much less linear than its predecessors. The blurb on the back of the box boasts more than 276 possible ways of completing the game. Other improvements include retreat mode, which allows the player to shoot one's weapon and walk backwards at the same time, although at a slower speed. So finally we get to number 1, and of course it has to be Worms. In my opinion, the best game on the Amiga from Team 17. Worms is a 2D artillery tactical video game developed by Team 17 and released in 1995. This was the initial game in the Worms series of video games. It's a turn-based game where the player controls a team of worms against another team of worms that are controlled by the computer or by a human opponent. The aim of the game is to use various weapons to kill the worms on the other team and have the last surviving worm. I hope you've enjoyed this look back at Team 17 on the Amiga as much as what I did making this video. Absolutely stunning games, and games I still go back to this day. If 8 and 16-bit micros are your kind of thing, then please consider subscribing and liking this video for future content. And until next time, goodbye.